NBA offensively.
I checked in with the Denver Nuggets this morning, and there's just a trust that Jokic has always had. But when you see Jamal Murray, who's gotten historically off to slow starts these last couple of years, raising his level, Peyton Watson has been really, really good with Christian Brown and AG both out for extended periods of time here. You said he's making sure that he's going to be the MVP.
Imagine this. Every thought the Denver Nuggets weren't contenders this season because they lost their sharpshooter in MPJ, and they haven't looked the same since they won the finals in 2023. But boy, were they wrong. The Denver Nuggets are 13-4 right now, sitting third in the West. Nikola Jokic is averaging a triple-double in 29 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, shooting 60% from the field. Jamal Murray adding 23 points per game, starting to look like his old self, and key role players are as well. Something is different. Something is shifting in Denver, and it has nothing to do with luck. It's deeper than that. The Nuggets aren't just winning games. They're revealing a completely new identity, a hungrier team, a more complete roster, and a version of Denver that the rest of the West never saw coming. 6 straight road wins, victories over playoff teams like Houston and Minnesota, a bench that's finally pulling its weight, a fourth-year forward who suddenly has the best offensive rating in the entire NBA, and a superstar who's somehow playing the best basketball of his life while taking fewer shots than ever. This isn't the old Nuggets. This is something far more dangerous. But as wild as Jokic's start has been, the real shock of the season came from someone nobody expected. Peyton Watson has been hiding in plain sight for 2 years. Everyone saw the athleticism. Everyone saw the defense. Everyone saw flashes of potential. But nobody predicted this. Nobody expected Watson to walk into the starting lineup and instantly look like a seasoned two-way star. Christian Braun goes down, and Watson steps in like he's been preparing for this moment his entire life. He now has the best offensive rating in the entire NBA at 126.9, just ahead of Nikola Jokic himself. In the last 5 games, he's averaging nearly 18 points, 7 rebounds, and hitting almost 60% of his threes. But the numbers don't even tell the full story. The confidence is different. The aggression is different. He's hunting shots, attacking closeouts, rising up without hesitation. Last season, Watson caught the ball and paused. You could see the gears turning. Should I shoot, drive, or pass? This year, the ball hits his hands and it's gone. Pure confidence, pure rhythm, and combine that with his defense, his lateral quickness, his shot-blocking instincts, his ability to guard 1 through 4. And suddenly, Denver has a player who was supposed to be a project but is now looking like a future problem for the entire league. But Watson's leap is only one part of the equation. Something even bigger is happening behind the scenes. For years, the Nuggets' Achilles heel was painfully obvious: the bench. Every season it was the same story. Jokic sits, the offense collapses. Murray rests, the lead evaporates. The second unit checked in, fans held their breath. Last year, Denver's bench ranked 25th in the entire NBA with a net rating of minus 11.6. That's not just bad, that's season-ruining. But now, that weakness is gone. This season, the Nuggets bench has improved by almost 10 points, jumping to 12th in the league. It's not elite, but it's stable. And for Denver, stability was all they ever needed. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been a huge reason why. He's the exact kind of veteran scorer the Nuggets needed. Someone who doesn't need the ball, doesn't need plays, and doesn't need rhythm. He just catches, shoots, and gives Denver instant offense. Those 6-minute microwave stretches, those swing games, and he's already won Denver several of them. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, the best backup Big Jokic has ever had. A true post presence, a rebounder, a screen setter, a guy who doesn't get bullied in the paint. For the first time in years, Denver can sit Jokic without praying the lead survives. And Bruce Brown's return? That changed everything. The familiarity, the cutting, the defense, the chemistry with the starters and the bench. It's like he never left. For once, Denver doesn't panic when the starters rest. They don't collapse. They don't scramble. They just play basketball. But no revival is complete without a shooter finding his rhythm. And Denver has one who is finally arriving. Cam Johnson's season didn't start the way anyone expected. Shots weren't falling. His confidence felt shaky. He looked like a player trying to figure out how to fit into a system that moves differently than anything he'd seen before. But Denver told him to stay patient. And now that patience is paying off. In his last 5 games, Johnson is averaging 16 points on 60% from 3, turning him into the perfect floor spacer next to Jokic and Murray. Denver's offense thrives on trust, on swinging the ball to the open shooter, on reading rotations, on punishing mistakes. Johnson fits that philosophy perfectly. He doesn't need the ball. He doesn't need isolations. He just finds pockets of space and fires away. And when defenders close out too hard, he puts the ball on the floor and makes the right read. That combination, shooting and decision-making, is the exact skill set Denver envisioned when they acquired him. Now, it's finally showing up. And while the role players found their rhythm, Denver's co-star quietly elevated his game to another level. For years, Jamal Murray battled inconsistency, slow starts, and injuries that derailed momentum before it ever truly built. But this season, he's playing the best opening stretch of his career. He's averaging 23.2 points, 6.8 assists, and 4.6 rebounds, all career highs. But forget the stats, watch the film. The burst is back, the confidence is back, the mid-range is automatic, the pick-and-roll reads are sharper than ever. Against Memphis, he dropped 29 points and completely controlled the fourth quarter. When Denver needed a closer, Murray didn't hesitate. He took over. And when you pair a fully healthy Murray with a locked-in Jokic, that's a nightmare for the NBA. Their two-man game has always been impossible to guard, but now, with more weapons around them than ever before, that chemistry becomes even deadlier. And speaking of Jokic, what Nikola Jokic is doing this season doesn't make sense. 29 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, and he makes it look effortless. He's dropping behind-the-back passes that would be career highlights for most players and doing them in random moments of the third quarter like it's nothing. He's reading defenses before they even rotate. He's manipulating entire defenses with a single shoulder fake. And the scary part? He's not even hunting shots. He's not playing for numbers. He's playing within the flow, within the system, within the rhythm of the team. That's why it's sustainable. That's why it's dangerous. But the moment that defined the season wasn't a pass or a triple-double. It was a quote. After a 12-4 start, Jokic said, "We are not that good. We need to be better if we want to do something big." That's leadership. That's accountability. That's the mentality of someone who already has a ring and still refuses to settle. And Denver's response to that leadership has been clear. They are building something bigger than a good start. For the first time in the Jokic era, Denver has real depth, not theoretical depth, not hope these guys figure it out depth. Real, proven, functional depth. They can go 10 or even 12 deep once Aaron Gordon and Christian Braun return. That means fewer minutes for Jokic and Murray, less exhaustion, more flexibility, more lineup combinations, more adaptability in long playoff series. Denver has size, shooting, defense, athletes, veterans, young guys with huge ceilings. They've finally built a roster that can survive foul trouble, injuries, slumps, and matchups. This team is complete. The Western Conference is loaded. OKC is defending their title. Houston added KD and looks explosive. San Antonio is building something scary around Wemby. Minnesota's size gives everyone problems. But none of these teams have what Denver has right now. The best player on the planet, a fully healthy co-star, the deepest roster of the Jokic era, championship experience, and emerging young talent hitting their stride at the same time. This isn't the same Nuggets team that won the title in 2023. This team might actually be better. Denver's rebuilt identity isn't loud or flashy. It wasn't created through blockbuster trades or shocking free agency moves. It came from development, patience, chemistry, discipline, and a superstar who refuses to let his team get complacent. And now the question becomes, is this the best Denver Nuggets team ever? Because if it is, the rest of the NBA isn't ready. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more NBA deep dives, and tell me in the comments, are the Nuggets about to dominate the West again?